Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this professional personal portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code link is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are at the home page of the portfolio. I've added my name, the designation, the contact button and integration of social media icons like LinkedIn, YouTube and GitHub. You can have your uh, photo here. Then we have skills section where I've mentioned the percentage of uh, proficiency that I am good at that particular skill, like HTML5 which is 95 percentage, CSS3, JavaScript and React JS. Then we are at our portfolio section, that is the projects that we have worked recently. Here I have luxury car rental website, movies website, another portfolio, e-commerce website, travel website and another movies website. And about section to know more about to express more about yourself, that what education you have took and about your experience you can mention here. And your contact, basic contact details like name, email and message. And footer, I've always told you to have your websites to be more responsive, that is it should be able to be accessed in both desktop as well as in mobile view as well. So let's try it with the now we are in Chrome. This is a feature which is most developers use to debug and also see how respond how, how the website is responsive in different devices. Like here right now we are in desktop mode, which you can see. Then now we try to go for the mobile view. Here we are, this is the mobile view of the personal portfolio website. This is the home section, your skills, then the portfolio, that is your latest projects, and about section and contact. And here we have the menu bar, that is home, skills, then portfolio, then about and your contact section. It is very good for developers to always try to make their websites responsive in mobile, tab and desktop. So now let's try to view the website in tab mode. Here we are, this is the tab version of the portfolio. The reason to make the websites responsive is because it can be if it is accessible in different devices, then it will be like able. Most people don't use their laptops all the time, they use mobile phones most of the time. Some people use tabs more, so it is best to have your portfolio in different uh, uh, responsives so that it can be accessed anywhere in any device. So the source code for this portfolio is available in the description with the live preview link, and it is basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It is easy to understand, and if you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Hello everyone. Today we are going to build this portfolio website. So now I'm gonna explain you line by line code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the doc type HTML, the language is English. Then header tag, we have the meta tags for SEO. Then we have linked our style sheet. The style sheet is available here. We have linked the style sheet to our index file. Then we have linked box icons. You can find this link in the Chrome. search box icon, and in the usage you can find this link. Copy paste here. This link will give access to the box icon server. Next we have the title, that is portfolio. Then and the body section, this is the section where we write the main code. The header function, we have given the class iHeader, and then nav bar we have given heading, first nav logo heading, that is Abhiram, which is done by anchor tag. This is A means anchor tag. Div, these are sections. Dividing each section is a very good thing. You should definitely try to divide aspects so that it will be easy for you to add CSS files. So here we have divided the name, the starting title name, then the nav menu, then we are having a toggle which will be in the mobile version. This toggle will be there. We are using box icon, menu icon will be used, so that in the mobile version we won't be able to see the entire nav bar until we click on that menu bar. So we just have to click on that menu, then automatically the nav bar, the entire nav bar will be displayed, and then we can choose whichever section we want to go, then we have to click on that. So here we are using unordered list for the nav list, then list item, and we are adding another box icon which is home icon. Here we are adding anchor tag and with an reference. This href reference is used for moving from one section to another section. So when we have href as hash home. So if you see, if you go below, here you can see home section, and here I've added id home. So this id is actually getting referred here. Hash means it's an id. So here we are referring this section. So whenever you click on this anchor tag as home, then you will automatically redirected to this home section available here. So in the menu, next we have the skills, portfolio, about, and contact sections. Here we are using list items and anchor tags. And next div is for toggle, that is this toggle is actually used in the mobile version because we cannot display the entire navbar in the header. So we will display it by using a small box icon. Then whenever we click on that box icon, we'll get the entire list top down. Then we are in the main section, that is this is the main body of the section for the website. The first section is the home section, and here we are having the div, that is for the data, home data section. H1 we are giving as class as home title. Here we have the name and the whatever the person is doing. I am a web designer, so I have mentioned web designer. Then we have an anchor tag to contact. This is actually a button. We have added a class button. Then another div is the social media icons we want to showcase. So here we have LinkedIn, YouTube, and GitHub. YouTube, LinkedIn, and GitHub. Then we have the next div is home image. Here we are directly using the path from the Google Chrome. This is actually you can say it in the website. I have shown you that the profile picture is on an masked form. So that mask is generated by using this entire code which I have copied from Chrome. It is an SVG file, and I'm adding my image, that is my profile image, over here using the image tag. So this image will be hover onto that mask, so it gives a look. Then we have skills section. In the skills section, you can see here we have the heading skill using h2. Then we are going into the div function. In the div we have skills professional skills, and paragraph tag to mention that I have gained experience in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This is the data that we want to display. Then we want to display the skills that we are good at using a progressive bar. That is how much percentage of proficiency I have in that particular form. So here I have HTML5 using a span I mentioned here, and then I am using another div which mentions the total percentage of proficiency that I have, that which is 95 percentage. Then a similar way, uh, I have like CSS3, and which I am giving as 85 percentage. If you see closely, we have skills name and skills CSS, then skills percentage. These three classes are very important, because by using these class names we are going to implement the percentage in the JavaScript. The JavaScript will implement them. So uh, uh, then just one second. So we gonna we gonna by using these class names we will be representing that percentage, 85 percentage, using the styles. I will show you just one second. The styles will where, here you can see the skills container data. Then we have the skills HTML width is equal to 95 percentage. So by using CSS we are going to implement this, not JavaScript. Then after the skills section we are adding an image, that is work image, to the skills section using the image tag. Then we have the portfolio section, which is actually the recent work that you have done. So here also I'm using a div under section. Then I'm using anchor tag and image tags. The reason to add an anchor tag is that whenever you click on it, you can even refer, you can add the project link over here in the href section. Then automatically whenever you click on that, you will be moved to that page. So it is very good to have anchor tag combined with an image tag. So I've mentioned few here. Then in the about section, we have two divs. One is about image section. About image section, let me show you about image. This is the about image. Then we have another section is the text, that is data. So always try to have your image in one div and your information in one div. So here I am using a secondary div for information. Here I am using h2 for name, paragraph tag to know, give information about what I've done, what experiences I've gained, and a anchor tag to have a small button to know more about me. Then we have the contact section. Here we have contact container, it is a class name. And then we are using form. In form I always tell you to use the type. Definitely try to mention type. Here I'm mentioning text. Here next type is mail. So text area is whenever you want to give lot of space. For example, you want to let the user message you like in a paragraph or in such a way. So you can use this text area, it gives more space. Here I'm taken 10 rows of space. It will be like 10 rows space will be given. You can see that the box will be different than the input boxes. Then we have input type button. So automatically the button it will be in the button shape. Then whenever the value submitted, it will be submitted to the form. Next, in the footer section we have another div where we are having the social media icons, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Then paragraph icon to mention the copyright. So if the date hash 169 is it is a code to mention copyright symbol. It is a C inside a circle. This is the copyright symbol. You can integrate it by using this code. Then I have integrated script, that is scroll reveal, which is actually a JavaScript library which I have used for the animation in the website. And another script is the main script that I have attached to the HTML section. And then let's go to the styles. In the style.css file, so I will explain you most of the things. First, I'm importing the Google Fonts by using this link URL, so that automatically it will be imported. Then we have the root. Root means that whenever you want to reuse any particular value, you can use root, so you don't have to mention again and again, and it will be very easy for you to change those values. If you change those values in the root section itself, then whenever you use that values, if I here you can see header height, which is 3 rem I've mentioned. So if I use that header height value in somewhere else also, if I change here to 4 rem, then automatically wherever I've used in multiple locations will be changed. So try to use root whenever you want to reuse most of the time. Here I've used first color, second color, because I want to use colors most in more than one places. So I'm mentioning it one place, and I'm using just the names here. This by using var is a condition, or you can say function. By var first color, you can be able to get this value of color over at any point of the code that you want to use. Then we have the fonts. Body font I am using is Poppins. Then there you can see big font size, H2 font size. Here I'm taking some small font sizes, so that don't try to make your don't try to use very high uh, valued font sizes. Try to use minimal, so that it doesn't look like too much weight on your website. Then we are using margins and index, z index. uh, and at the date media screen is actually used for whenever we want to make any websites responsive, and at such times we use a media screen. And we at minimum width of 960, we want these root elements to change. So whatever the root elements I am mentioning here, I am mentioning big font size, h2 font size, normal font size, smaller font size, I am changing. If you see here, big font size is 2 rem in the normal one, and in this minimum with 968 it is 3.5. So whenever you want to change the values at the particular screen size, you can mention at the date media screen, which is actually a responsive ways to change your website. So you can change those values. Then these are the base values, like box sizing, border box. Then HTML scroll behavior smooth is to let whenever we scroll, it will be smoothly moving from one page to another page. Next, body is the entire structure of the body. Here we are having margin, font family, font size, color. Here as you see, var, header height. So this is how you will import root values into whatever uh, section of code that you want to use. So var is important. By using var, we will import. And h2, h1, h2 margin is 0. These are like base values, are starting values that I want to give to all the things that I've used. Mostly we use h1 h tags, p tags, anchor tags, and images. If there are like lot of images are there, then you can first simply mention the max width is 100%, height is auto, display is block. So whenever the images are there, this is the first default the formation will be taking place by using these values. Then we have to change those values by giving any class name to that particular image, and we can change to the required height. Then we have section title. This is the title heading, position relative, font size, color, margin top, margin bottom. Text align center means the entire text will be aligned at the center. Then after and before are the most important things that you need to learn. They are a little bit confusing, but it will be a good thing to learn. Next section we have padding top, padding bottom. This padding is the innermost area of an object. So you can, whenever you change the padding values, the size of the image reduces. And margin is the middlemost border value. As you increase the border margin, it will change. And border is the outermost border value. So it is out, whenever you change the border, it will automatically move. Padding bottom, padding top. Then we have max width. Whenever the layout is at 1024, that is the maximum width that the website that we want. If it goes out of that width, then automatically these values won't apply to them. Like display grid won't apply to that. Next we have position fixed. Top left, these values are used to move any if you take a card, small menu card, if you take, there is an image in the center and you have small description, then you at that bottom right you want to have an add to cart button, which is actually an image. So by using this top, left, right and bottom, you can move the image whichever location that you want by placing first position fixed, then top. You have to change them by using values, varying the top left values you can move. Then navbar, the height, and you can say display flex is used so that whenever you want to align all the items in one row or one column, you can use display flex. By using justify content, you can add space between, space evenly, so the space will be added between each element and its space between. And if the entire space is taken and evenly the items are placed, that is space evenly, and align item center, all the items will be aligned at the center. This is the media screen. For 767 minimum width, we are changing the menu height towards right, that is entirely moving it outside of the website. So whenever we click on the button, then automatically the website will come back to the normal website front page, and it will be displayed. So here we are using that. Next, nav item, these all are and yes, whenever you are using classes, you need to have dot in front of this class name, and if you're using IDs, then you should have a hashtag in front of them. Then active menu, top background color, here you can see I've also used var again. So to reuse any values, you can make them you can give those values in the root element, and by using the var you can import them. So it is one of the very flexible ways to have it. And flex direction column, if you can see display flex has one more condition, that is flex direction. If you want them in the column version, you can mention column. If you want them in the row version, you can have to mention the row. So then automatically the data will be moved in the row way. Then we have buttons position. First, definitely try to learn about position, relative, absolute. So relative, what is the difference between position relative and position absolute means, whenever the position is relative, if you see this is the code, skill data is a, just think that it's an image. Whenever you have position relative, the image will be beside it or before it, it will be there. So whenever the position is absolute, the next skill icon will be placed upon the skill data, that is it will hover onto skill data, that is position absolute. So that is used whenever just before I told you the menu card icon. So whenever you want to implement something over another, like I wanted to implant add to cart button over the card menu, so I am gonna use position absolute to the card menu, then automatically it will be moved upon to the card. So next we have align items. These all you know. Z index is like if you want to there are like two images which are overlapping. Just think that is the both images are overlapping one on another, and you want to display the second image first, then after the first image should be below, then you can mention by using Z index. So whatever the Z index is highest will be displayed above, and with the lowest Z index will be displayed below. It is nothing but the Z direction. You can say Z direction is upward direction towards the sky. The skills width is the one that I've told you before, how much percentage that your good proficiency at. And then we have work, overflow hidden. So whenever the image goes out of the length, the specified length, or the text is going out of specified length, then we can have overflow hidden. So whatever the portion is going out of that specified measured value, then automatically it will be disappeared, will be removed. Transition, transform, or like whenever you want to have animation towards the website, towards any particular icon or towards any particular image, you can use transform and transition. Transform is like scale means, if you see, if you have an image, here you have added transform scale to it, so whenever you hover onto it, the scale will expand more than the size that is actually it is normally it is present. So if you provide the scale value less than 1, then it will compress itself into become smaller than the normal size it is available. So the transition time or the transition it is taking, the 1 second or 2 second it is taken, is mentioned using transition, or you can also use transition delay, which is also available. Then we have the about section. You know all this. Justify self is the center. There is like justify content, justify self. Justify self means itself, only one image or one tag, one h2 element is there, then we use justify self. If there are like lot of content at once, we want to change, if think that a div containing h2 image and as well as one button tag, then by using justify content, for which we have to use the flex also. Flex you can use, grid also you can use. Then by using justify content we can make it center. Justify self single, justify content all, like three elements are combined together. Then we have the contact, all of them. Border, cursor pointer is whenever you can see, so as soon as I move from here to the image, you can see the pointer, that is pointer, cursor pointer, so it will convert into cursor. Then uh, footer title, margins, all of them. So here we are in the media queries. Media queries are basically for making the website responsive in all widths of the website. So this minimum max width 320, it's actually for mobile version. Media query is the way that this is how you mention the responsive or changing the responsive values for particular screen size. Max 320 or minimum 578, these two are for mobile versions. Some mobiles will be smaller version, 3 will be like 320, then above that version is 376 will be this. Next we have flex direction is row, align self, flex, and then grid template columns is like this grid structure is used whenever like you have like, you can use flex also if you want, but grid is mostly used whenever you want to align images, or like you want to have cards that are like in a restaurant website, or you can see in the movies website, you have like a lot of cards are available. Then you can use grid element, and you can, by using the grid, you can mention how many cards that you want to display in a row, how many you want to display in a column. So by using the repeat function, 1fr, here we are having 2 rows and 1 fr. Then next we have grid template columns, all of them. So before I told you justify self, justify content, justify items. Items means the similar way. You can say 3-4 items are available at one place, and you want to make them all at the center of it. You can use justify items. Next, minimum width 768. This is also for mobile. Mobile as or you can say tab. Then is all I've told you before only. So this 998 is desktop, you can say. Next we go to the script section. The first one is menu show. So as we move from desktop version to mobile version, I've told you that we'll get a box icon in place of the navbar section. The entire navbar section will disappear, and we'll get small box icon, bx menu icon, as I mentioned here, nav toggle, you can see. So now I'm going to display it. So first what I'm doing is that I am creating a constant as show menu constant, where I am using toggle ID and nav ID. So get toggle, get element by ID, that is toggle ID. Then nav equal to document.get element by ID, nav ID. So you can have them over here. Then here I am mentioning that toggle.add event listener, click. Here you can see show menu, nav toggle, comma nav menu. So here I show you nav toggle is here. This one is the nav toggle, and nav menu is this one. Here you can see this entire menu bar is given a class of nav menu. So whenever we click on that nav menu button, that is button, automatically the nav bar will be showcased. That will, it will be adding a class list toggle show. So whenever we add the class list, that is whenever we add the class show, automatically the nav bar will be displayed, and whenever automatically will close also. Then we have remove menu mobile. So whenever we want to remove menu bar, then see, you can see that. So whenever we click on the nav link, we remove the show menu class. That is, you can say, I will show you here. So right now you are in the skills section, and you clicked onto the skills on the button, then automatically the nav bar, entire nav bar will close, and you will be moved to the skills section. So that function is indicated here, that is function is made here. So nav menu does classes does remove, so we will remove the show, then automatically, because in the first place we are adding the show to display the nav bar, then the second time whenever we are clicking on a nav link, the nav link is like here I mentioned here class nav link. So whenever we are clicking on any of those buttons like home, skills, portfolio, about content, then automatically it will move to that particular section, and the show class will be removed from the nav bar. Then the nav bar will disappear. Next, scroll sections active link. So when in the website I've shown you that whenever we are moving from one section to another section by scrolling, you can see that the color on the nav items, that is, I will show you the nav links, that is home, skills and portfolio, the color of these words are changing automatically. So that function is created over here. So by checking the id, first we will get the attribute id. So by getting the ids of this particular skills, that is home id is the skills, portfolio, about content, these are all ids. So whenever we will match those id values, and if we are in that particular section, then it will add this active link class. Whenever we add active link class, automatically we will get the color as orange color. So which is actually a class list dot remove means we are removing the class that is added, which is active link. So then automatically the color will change, and you will go to the next section. Then we have scroll reveal animation, that is origin is top, distance 60 pixel, duration 2000, delay 200. This is actually for scroll reveal. So whenever you refresh the website, the can see here scroll reveal, home data, about image, skills, subtitle, skills, text. So home data will come from top, first from top to bottom it will come display, and it will take for like 2 seconds of duration to come. So like this we are adding like home image, about subtitle, about text, so delay of 400. So after particular delay we are showcasing those particular websites. So this is how we add scroll reveal to the particular sections by using the class names that are available, like home data. This is actually class name which is available here. You can see home data. So the home data will first pop down from top to bottom, because you have mentioned here origin from top. So from top it will come bottom side with a distance of 60 pixel each, and duration of 2 seconds. For this is how you add the scroll reveal. Then you can see the images. But this is the home image. You can see this one, this bar will move as we move from one section to another section that I've shown you before. And then this is a portfolio section. These are the skills section. You can see in the skills section the percentage, the orange percentage is mentioned here. You can see this percentage we are generating using the styles function. Styles, that is CSS. So here we are at the home page of the portfolio. I've added my name, the designation, the contact button, and integration of social media icons like LinkedIn, YouTube, and GitHub. You can have your uh, photo here. Then we have skills section where I've mentioned the percentage of uh, proficiency that I am good at that particular skill, like HTML5, which is 95 percentage, CSS3, JavaScript, and React.js. Then we are at our portfolio section, that is that the projects that we have worked recently. Here I have luxury car rental website, movies website, another portfolio, e-commerce website, travel website, and another movies website. And about section to know more about to express more about yourself, that what education you have took and about your experience you can mention here. And your contact, basic contact details like name, email, and message. And footer, I've always told you to have your websites to be more responsive, that is it should be able to be accessed in both desktop as well as in mobile view as well. So let's try it with the now we are in Chrome. This is a feature which is most developers use to debug and also see respond web how, how the website is responsive in different devices. Like here right now we are in desktop mode, which you can see. Then now we try to go for the mobile view. Here we are. This is the mobile view of the personal portfolio website. This is the home section, your skills, then the portfolio, that is your latest projects, and about section, and contact. And here we have the menu bar, that is home, skills, then portfolio, then about, and your contact section. It is very good for developers to always try to make their websites responsive in mobile, tab, and desktop. So now let's try to view the website in tab mode. Here we are. This is the tab version of the portfolio. The reason to make the websites responsive is because if it is accessible in different devices, then it will be like able. Most people don't use their laptops all the time. They use mobile phones most of the time. Some people use tabs more. So it is best to have your portfolio in different uh, uh, responsives so that it can be accessed anywhere in any device. So the source code for this portfolio is available in the description with the live preview link, and it is basic HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is easy to understand. And if you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we will go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us and night mode to light mode shifting button and explore button, and here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition, and then steps to start your plant collection. Choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or to write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer. It's the with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu header. You can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself. You can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React JS, because React JS is one of the most widely used front end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works and designs. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's start uh, going through step by step code. Right now we are in the index.html file. You can see the header tag. In the head tag we only add meta tags for SEO purposes, and we link favicon png, which is actually the header tag png. You can see here favicon, which is a leaf icon I've used. Then we will link remix icons. These are actually icons which are mostly used for professional videos. These icons will give you a very professional look to your website. Let me show you. Uh, you can see here these icons, the social media icons are fav icons. We just integrate them into the website by linking those website link to our index.html file. Then we link our styles.css file, which is here. Now we add the title, which is the responsive plans website. Then in the body tag, first we'll enter into the header section. The header section is the topmost section of the page. You can see here this topmost page is the header section. Then we have an nav bar. In the nav we are adding an anchor tag with an I element to add ri leaf line, which is the one that we added in the first one, that is the leaf icon as I shown you before. Let me show you again here. You can see this icon. Then nav logo icon, it is a class name. Greenify is the website. Then we add a div. Inside div we use an order list for our nav elements: home, about, products, FAQs, and contact us. Each have an anchor tag with h reference, a hash about. This h reference will act which will use it to move from one page to another, that is from home to about. Whenever we click on about, we'll move to the about section. Then if we click on the product, we'll go to the product section. It is a link. It is an ID which will be connected to that particular section. You can see this is the home. We have a href as hash home. So let me show you that. Here is the home section, and we have the ID as hash home. So this is how we connect the nav bar elements here, so that whenever you click on those elements, you will be redirected to that particular section. Then we have another div, that is ri close line, which is to close the menu bar, which will be in the mobile version. You can see it in the mobile version. In the desktop version, we will be having all these nav elements, but in the mobile version, we will be only having we will only have a small icon will be there. Whenever we click on that icon, the entire nav list will be shown, and whenever we want to close that list, we will close line. That is, it is actually an X element, which is we are using an remix icon, so we are using calling it as ri close line. This is how we integrate remix icons into our website. You just have to use I tag, and you have to mention the class and the class name. Here close line means it actually represents X in the remix icon set. It is an entire bundle. Then we have theme change button, ri moon line. I will show you the moon line. So this, you can see here the moon beside contact us is actually a remix icon. By clicking on this button, we will change the color. We will move from light mode to dark mode of the website. So that is integrated over here. ri moonline is the change theme button. Then we have ri menu line, which is actually menu button. By using this menu button will be available to the mobile version itself. In the desktop version, we will be having all the remaining. We will be having this entire list, but in the mobile version we cannot have that much space, so we'll use menu icon, and whenever we click on the menu icon, the entire menu bar will be displayed. Next, right now we'll go to the main section, which is the entire section of important section in the website. In that, now we are in the home section. We add a class and ID. Then in the first section, you can see we are adding home PNG. I will show you the home PNG. Here is the home. This is the home PNG. Then we are adding a div to add home data, that is h1 tag for writing the heading of the first section. The heading tags are total of 6, ranging from h1 to h6. As we move from h1 to h6, the size of the text will be reducing. Then we have paragraph tags. Paragraph tag is mostly used to write more data. Whenever you want to write more data, then use paragraph tags. Then we have an anchor tag for explore more button. And whenever you can see here, I have mentioned hash about. So whenever you click on this explore more tab, you will be moved directly to about section, where you will get more information about the website. So this is how you integrate another sections using anchor tag. So most developers use anchor tag widely. Then we have another div for social icons. So you can see here also href I am giving the facebook.com website links, so that whenever you click on it, you will be moved directly to that website. And I am using I tag, which is our remix icon tag for RI Facebook fill. So automatically we'll get the Facebook tag. You can see here Facebook, then Instagram and Twitter tags. You can see in the followers section. Next, that's all about it. Then when we will go to the about section, in the about section you can see about section container ID is about. Then we have the div, and we are giving the about image. About image, let me show you the about image. This is the about image. Then we are opening about data. The reason to use div elements is because it will separate the details for you, and it will make them into one big section. So it gives very good understanding about which section is available at which part, and we can be able to use CSS functions more easily. So next we have h2 element for writing the name, paragraph element to write the small information about us, like I'm using here is 4000 and where's our reviews and all about it. Then we have about details, where I am mentioning what we are like 4 main points about the website. So here I'm using paragraph tags and RI tags to that is remix icon tags. You can see these icons. Let me show you them to you. About PNG, right? Here you can see this tick mark is there now. We always deliver on time. Before that one, these are all remix icons. So I am using by using I tag, I am calling them RA checkbox fill. This is actually a remix icon. This is how we integrate remix icon into the website, and these are just informations. Then we have an anchor tag for shop now with the RI arrow write down line, which is actually here you can see after shop now we can see a small arrow, which is the remix icon. We integrated it using the I icon here, I tag, and we called it using class, adding the class name. Next, we are in the steps section. That is how we can buy a plant, or how to order it. So here we have, as similar to the before section, we are using div to separate elements. Then we have h2 element for the name tag. Then we have another div for containing the major 3 steps. Here I am using the first step in this. We can see 01, which is actually a small container. I will show you the image. It will be more easy for you to understand. Here you can see this is the steps that it follows. So here we have 3 divs, 1, 2, 3. Then inside those divs we are using other small divs for 01, 02 and 03. And you can also see an hover effect whenever you go to the CSS files. I will tell you, whenever we move the cursor into this file, and automatically this 01, 02, 03 will move upward direction. It shows small animation to the website. Uh, Here we are using paragraph dot to write the elements. Then we are repeating it 3 times, and we are using grid. Next, we are in the product section. In the product section, uh, first we are writing HTML element for section title and paragraph element for small information. Then the product list, you can see we are using a div, and we are using article to specify each and every product we are separating using article element. So it is one of the recently updated version in the HTML5 article. Then we are using div element for product circle. I will show you the products. If you see closely, let me zoom in for you. You can see a small circle behind the product. That product circle is actually made using this. Here, I'll show you. Here we are creating a div. We are not mentioning any information here. We're just giving a class name as product circle. And by using CSS, we are creating a small circle, background circle with a green color. So it gives small digital look towards the products. Then we have the image tag for products, and then we have h3 for product name, span for product price. You can see here it's $10.9 price, and we are integrating a cart icon by using the remix icons. You can see integrating RI shopping bag line, which is actually a remix icon. Then we are copying those icons like several times. The same thing here. I've integrated like total 6 products. I can show you the images: 1, 2, third, fourth, fifth, and 6. Total 6 products. You can have as many as you want. Then we are in the question section. In the question section, we have the first element is h2, which is the name of the title. Then we are using a div element. In that div element, we are using header and a header tag for adding the main, that is h3. I will show you in the image. It will be more with. You can see this is the heading of the section. Then I am integrating. Then I am having 5 total 6 questions. I am recently asked questions I've added, and I'll show you. So you will see this header element only in the first section. You can see my flowers are falling off or dying. So it is entirely closed. This is the header section. Then whenever we click on this header section, then this div, this small div will open up, and we will see plans are easy way to add color, energy, and transform your space. But which planet is for you? Choose the right plan. So this is the answer for it. So whenever you click on it, then automatically it will open up. You can see the second one. How do I choose a plan? So whenever you click on this thing, then automatically will open, and the plus icon will convert into cross icon, so that whenever you click on it, it will close back. This is similarly I've copied it like 6 times, total 6 times. Then we are in the contact section. We are in the contact section. Then we are adding the section title, that is reach out to us today. You can see the image here. This is the footer section. The picture. You can see here. This is the contact form you have, reach out to us. Then here we are adding contact details like call us, giving the mobile number and email address by using span and I tag for mail line. It is also the mix icon. Then we have the contact form. We are using input. I've always tell you to use type function. Here I'm using email as type, so that whenever if you don't mention @gmail.com, then it will won't accept. It will show an error to you, so that it will give more professional look to your website. Then here type is text, the subject, you can mention subject. Then text area, whenever you want to add more information, like you want to give, let the user give message to you, suggestions to you, then use text area. You can mention how many rows you want, how many columns you want also for this, so that it give more amount of space for the user to type. Then we have submit button, and I'm using arrow right up line button for which submit. So it gives the reason to use icons is that it gives more professional look. That's all, not because it is necessary or something, but it gives more professional look to your website. Next, we have the footer section. I'll show you the footer section. This is the footer section. We have greenify heading, subscribe to our newsletter, which is an H2 element. Then we have greenify heading, then H3 element to subscribe our newsletter. Then we have input type email, which is for the this newsletter, this input icon that we have created here. And you can see here for subscribe, we are adding another I tag, which is adding remix icon, that is RI, arrow right up line. You can see here the arrow beside subscribe button, which is showing towards top side. Then we add our address H3 unordered list for list items. Then we add the data. This is the one of the ways we add the elements in a list manner. There are two types of lists. One is unordered list, which doesn't give any numbering or alphabets beside it, and another one is ordered list, which will give like A, B, C or 1, 2, 3. It will show. Then we have footer content. H3 element, that is contact us details, we can mention here, and social media icons. Like this is how it will be shown. Next we accept all cards. By using a div element, we are integrating all 4 cards, so that to give credit, that we accept all types of credit cards. And we using paragraph tag for last, all that reserved. And this value that you are showing hash 169, this gives you can see this copyright symbol. So to integrate copyright symbol, we don't have to download any JPG. You can just use this value, and automatically that symbol will be integrated to your website. Then we have scroll up. This button, show you that visible. You can see here this small button that is available at the bottom. So whenever you click on this button, you will be moved back to the starting page of the website. That is the scroll up button, and we use JavaScript for that. I will explain it in the JavaScript section. Then we are integrating script tag, that is scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library, one of JavaScript libraries which is used for for animation purposes and for scrolling. Then we integrate our main JavaScript file. Is here. This is the main JavaScript file. So next we'll go to the style section. So first we will import Google Fonts using this link. Import. This is how we import any link into the style sheet, by using import and URL, and we mention that URL in between. Then the root is the root. You can say if you want to repeatedly use any values, like I'm using first color also, I don't have to mention everywhere RGBA this value, or I've mentioned hash 1 2 3, so I don't have to mention all of them. I can just simply give all those values in the root element. Then I can use, by using var, I can simply call those values wherever I want. Like I will show you an example of it. Here you see in the text area, font family var body font. So I just, by using typing this, I will get this value, body font value directly. You can say body font value directly. So this is how you integrate values that are repeatedly that you want to use in the website. It is a very good thing for developers, because it will let you easily change values. If you want to change the values of the website, then you don't have to go through each and every line and check where I've given these values. You can just change at one place, and entire values wherever they are represented, they will change automatically. So I am using here first color, then the values like colors, text colors, and body color. then container color, then body font, big font sizes, H1 font. I'm mentioning these all font sizes before itself, then I'm just gonna use var to call them up. And these are like margin values, z index values. Next, we are using responsive typography. That is when these values are for the desktop version. For the smaller version of the mobiles, like mobiles, we require smaller size of font size. So we will change those values here. That is the reason we are adding edited media screen, so that whenever the media screen size is minimum, that is 968 pixel, then automatically these values will change in the root section and we'll get new font values over there. So this is how we integrate or we change values for the responsive websites or for mobile versions or that. Next is the base values. Then we have that first one hash, which is star, which will apply for all the things. That is box shadow is border box, padding is 0, margin is 0. And HTML where I'm code behavior as smooth. This is one of the uh, functions that we use. For smooth scrolling, you can see like this. For smooth scrolling, we add that element. Then body button input and text area, we are having the font size and font family as used before. So these all values are very similar to your font size, font family. The font size is the how much length the font that you want to have. Margin, padding, and border. Border is the external. You can see this is the border, that is the external one. Margin is the innermost one. Then the innermost value that changes is the padding. So whenever you change the padding value, then the size of that particular image or particular box will reduce. That is, it will shrink itself. So whenever you uh, change the margin value, it will move, and border will move the entire box up, below, or down. We can move using border margin top 20 pixel, then automatically above that product will get 20 pixel space and the product will move down. So that's how you use margin, padding, and border. Border mostly we use for giving a strong line. Like you can see, there is a this line is the border of this box. Next we have button cursor pointer. If you see, this is the arrow, and if I move here, then you can see a hand symbol, that is a cursor symbol. So this is how you integrate it in the CSS, that is cursor pointer. So that is whenever you hover onto the button, you will get automatic cursor will visible. Border none, outline none. Then we have color, font family. List style is by default, list elements have some style like underline or dot before them for separating each list values. So by to change them, we use list style as none to make so that it will be in plain way, so that we can add our own styles to it. And similarly to the anchor tag will be in blue color and will get underlined. To remove them, we use text decoration as none. For images, we are using the max width as 100%. This is the basic one. So whenever you integrate any image, this is the first default values that we want to have for the images. Then we have theme section, that is body, dark theme. For the dark theme, we are using these colors. For the light theme, we will use above colors as shown before. Then change theme, color, font size, cursor pointer. This change theme is actually the button. The button that we use, that is the moonlight button. Let me show you this button. So whenever we click on this button, these values will append onto it. These values will add to it, and the color will change in dark theme. So these are all the color changes that will apply to the dark theme. So that is whenever we click on that moon button and dark theme is applied, the background colors will change for steps background or dark theme for questions background. So these all backgrounds will change. Next we have next section, that is reusable classes. That is section. For each section, we don't have to mention every time. For about section, for home section, this is the padding. So we are mentioning a section and we will add that section to all the class to all the sections so that it will be applied to all of them. And section title will be same for all. Section title center will be same for all. That is font size, margin bottom, then line height. Then section title center, that is texture and the values will be aligned at the center of the page. Then container values, that is the entire space that every section takes. Grid, whenever we add grid, we have display grid element. As I shown before in the product section, this is actually display grid. So all the elements will be aligned in a grid format, that is one after the other. Then main overflow hidden. This overflow hidden means that whenever we it goes out of the maximum length, then automatically it will remove those elements and it will make it hidden so that we don't get any unnecessary what you say errors in the website. Header section with background position fixed. Position fixed means the header won't header will be still. It you can see if you put position smooth, then as you move from one section to another section, the header will also be will be visible in each and every section. And if you put position as fixed, then it will only be available for the first section, that is in the home section, and when you move to the about section, the header will be invisible. It will not be visible in the about section. Z index keeps the sections about top of all. That is, if you want to place any item at the top other than all items, then use Z index, which gives higher value. Whoever has the higher Z index value, it will be shown first. Transition for animation in dark mode, that is transition. You can see that the elements will move in the animation as I've shown in the, let me see if I have it. The video is not playing here. Okay, fine. It is for animation purposes for transition effect. So this transition is, that is how much time the animation should take place. Then navbar display flex is used to align content in the home section. You can see by using flex item, we are moving these all items one side of the and having a space here. You can see we have space between. So the heading and the nav elements will have a space between them, and they both will be moved to each ends. That is how you mention like this, justify content space between. Then nav logo, nav color, we are adding color. Texture transform. Texture transform is used to make if you have like smaller case elements and you want them to be displayed in uppercase, then we use this texture transform in the CSS to make them uppercase. You can see here greenify is in uppercase, but in the index.file it is in the lowercase. So by using this CSS function, we can make them into uppercase. It is just to let you know. You can directly mention here in the index itself. You can directly give it as in the uppercase. It will also be done. So just to let you know, like there are more like you can, if you want to change any data is there and you cannot type entire data, then you can easily you write in your own way in the smaller case also. Then just mention text transfer uppercase, then entire data will be in uppercase. So whenever you have like more data that you want to change, but you don't want to type all data like in uppercase or some upper in lowercase, then you can use this. Display align elements. Column gap is the space between. Then you have media screen for minimum width of 766. It is actually for the mobile version. So this is actually, so whenever the mobile screen version decreases into the mobile version from desktop to mobile version, then the entire nav bar will move towards the column and it will move outside of the display position. So whenever you click on the nav item, the nav button, then automatically it will come back. It is not gone entirely or not deleted. It just moves out of eyesight, it will be not be displayed because we added overflow hidden, so it will be hidden, it will not be visible to us. And whenever we click on that nav button, the menu button, then automatically it will come forward, because these values, by using these values, position fixed values, we change them. And then transition, you can see by 3 seconds of transition will be displayed. That is how much time it takes from to showcase. Then we have font elements, nav list. These are like small, you know them all. Box shadow is to add. Uh, Box shadow is used to add. Let me show you. Box shadow. This section I used box shadow. So whenever you hover onto this, you will see a small box shadow around it. So that is like small line of, you can see a line that will come, which is box shadow. Uh, or you can also see in here, you can see the small box shadow here. So whenever you hover onto it, is an image. You can see in the website also. Then active link, it is for, so whenever you are moving from one section to another section, we want to change the color of the heading elements. That right now I am in the home section, so I want this to be in active state, that is in green color. That means that I am in the home section. So when I move from home section to about section, then I want this color to change from home section to about section, should come into green color and this should come into black color. So that CSS I'm writing here, that is here. You can see left background color is where first color. So this color I'm mentioning here. By using JavaScript, we'll whenever we are moving, then automatically the the size will be there now. So that value will change. So automatically it gives a very good edge on it. Then we have the home section. You know all of them. Font size, font color, position, transform. Transform is to rotate 90 degrees. This is whenever you click on an icon, then automatically it will rotate 90 degrees and it will show you. That is home section. Social media icons we have used for. That is these icons. You can see Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Then yeah, these all things you know. Very very similar items, similar values, color, font weight, font size, transform, transition, not that much important. Then this all CSS is very all items will be very similar. But if you want to learn CSS, definitely try to learn master CSS first. Flex, definitely line flex, grid and transition effects, so it will give very good edge on it. This according open, I can tell you about according open. Right, I can change color of themes. So this according open is for the question section. So whenever you click on this button, then you can see this pop up in the green background. So this is available here. This background color var equal to first color, which is a green color. So whenever you click on it, whenever it opens up, then you can see that green color and you can see the data. This is mentioned here. The color similar color, nothing. Font size, border, contact input, these all values. Then the index, line items, these are similar values only. They are like most of the time we use them. CSS is like repetition values only. They only for particular items we use it. This scroll up, this is the button that I've shown you before. I think it is in the footer section. This one, the scroll up. Then we have show scroll up next. This WebKit scroll bar is actually the scroll bar we have here. This scroll bar, if you want to have a scroll bar, then we use it. Here you can see width is 0.6 rem and background color, we have mentioned the background color. And this is how you integrate a scroll bar into your website by using CSS. Then we have breakpoints, that is for smaller devices. There's only small changes like margin, weight, font sizes we change for the smaller website designs. Then for medium devices, by using at the date media screen, we will mention and minimum width, how much minimum width that you want, like 760 is for like mobile and tab, and above 1000 it is for desktop versions. You can see these values. 992 this for website desktop version. So the small changes in values will be there, that text values or font size values, so it will change. All the same values will be there for the desktop as well as for the mobile, just some small values will be changing. We are not adding any new values to it, or new uh, what you say, new things or new classes will not be added. So same values, just values will change. Next, the JavaScript. The JavaScript, first we are going with the menu. So we are creating three constants, that is nav menu, nav toggle, nav close. So nav menu, nav toggle, nav close, we are getting element by id, which is a document.get element by id will do, what it will do means it will go to the index.js file and it will search for that id. It will search for that id element, that is, you can see nav menu id is available here, so it will connect with this div element. So now those value will now be called as nav menu for the JavaScript. So first we'll validate if the color is show menu is available or not. So here we are using add event listener click. So whenever we click on it, whenever we click on the button, then if we first will add show menu button, it will add the menu. Then if the menu is in that particular section, and if we click on it again, then it will close the menu button. So we will remove the menu, show menu, then it will automatically disappear. This is actually combination of CSS and JavaScript. We add show menu class to it. If you add the show menu class to it, then the nav bar will be displayed, and if you remove the show menu option, then automatically the nav bar will disappear. Next, remove menu mobile. So whenever we click on each nav link, we remove the menu icon. So when we click on one icon, we don't want the nav bar to display to continue display. Whenever we click on one nav element, then we want we want to move to that particular section of the website, and we want the nav menu bar to disappear. So this is how we add it. So we call the nav menu icon, and we will remove the list if the link is inactive. Then scroll header, that is changing theme background, so it will change. Next we have questions add-on. I have shown you before question add-on, so this is the same one. So whenever you click on it, you will get this displayed, and the answer will be displayed. So this is how you do it. Scroll item for each item. So item dot query selector, so question header, first we will select that particular item, then we will check that whenever we'll add event listener, it will do. So whenever we click on that particular value, you can see if I clicked on this my flowers are falling off button, then it will give a trigger. That trigger will be heard. So whenever the add event listener is to listen, so whenever the click is happening, then automatically what will do, it will toggle the icon, and the information will be shown. Like here you can see whenever I click on it, it will listen to it, and automatically it will give this class list will be opened up, and the answer will be displayed. So this is how by using the JavaScript we do it. Next, so by adding and removing this last date, we can remove it. Next we have the scroll section active link. So whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we automatically want the color from changing the active status. So if here the home section has green color and underline, which indicates that we are in the home section, and whenever we are scrolling from one section to another section, we want this green color and underline bar to display on the about section whenever we are in the about section. So that will be done by using this. So what we will do means first we'll check the current value, current offset value, that is the page height, and we'll get the attribute id value. So every section has its own id value. Then we will check, then for each section id we add active link button. So whenever we add active link is a css, this active link will have that color equal to green color and border will be displayed. So whenever that particular section id which we grab from the website, that id will get this active link added, and whenever we do the id is removed, that means we are not in that id, we are in the new id, and it will be removed. So that's how we change, automatically it will change. Then show scroll up, this scroll up button I've shown you before, that if you click on it then automatically it will add show scroll up, and it will move towards up direction. Then dark theme changing button, then I've shown you before also this moon button. So whenever we click on it, then it will change the theme of the website. Then selected theme and selected icon, these are like dark and light icon, these are all the values that we are giving. Then so if the theme is in dark, so we are also validating if the user has already clicked on it and it is in a dark mode, and you accidentally you refresh the website, but it will remember those value that if previous it was in dark mode, then it will also showcase in the dark. This is a small code that for which we use it. It will validate, it will check before what was the theme before. Then we have active and deactivate the theme link. So whenever we click on that button, then you can say that whenever we click on this moon button, it will come into dark mode, and when we click on the sun button, it will be in the light mode. So that added here. Then we have the scroll reveal, that is all the these all items like home data, home image, home social, about images, or all the class names for all the sections that are available here. So for all these sections we have class names, those class names we are integrating here for scroll reveal. That means whenever we refresh the website, first these data will be displayed one after the other. That means it will come from top to bottom. The duration is 2.5 milliseconds. Then the values they will be visible. So each, and then the next, first the home data will be displayed after 500 milliseconds, home image will display. Then after 600 milliseconds, home social icons will display. That's how the smooth animation is done by using the scroll reveal, which is a JavaScript library. This is how you add the scroll reveal. It's a very small code, and I'll show you the images. This is the home section. This is the about section. Then we have the place order, then products, then questions, footer section. You can see the entire website here. Here's the first, second. Definitely try to make this website. I've added the source code link in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make this plant store website, responsive website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript with night mode and light mode, as you can see here. Now we will go to the navbar, home, about. Before that, the source code for this website is available in the description, and you can download for free. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. So here we are in the home page of the website. Home, about, products, FAQs, contact us, and night mode to light mode shifting button, and explore button. And here we have our social media icons: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can see by using swiper, that is AOS, we have used the transition. And then steps to start your plant collection: choose plant, place an order, get plants delivered. Next we have, you can see how smoothly the animation is taking place. The plants, the add to cart button. Then we have the most common asked questions. It is a small button function. Then we have contact us form. You can contact through this number or to write an email. This is the form. You can subscribe to our newsletter to get the latest updates. Our address, phone number, social media icons, and we accept all types of credit, that is payment gateway. Now we will see the website in the night mode. Whatever website you are creating, if you want to implement night and dark mode, definitely try to use bright colors in the dark mode so that it can be appealing to see. Like here I've used bright white color and dark green color. Home section, about section, the collections, products. Then we have FAQs, most asked questions and answers. Then you contact us, and footer. It's with subscription to our newsletter and credit card details. This website is entirely responsive for desktop, tab as well as for mobile devices. Let me show you. This is the desktop version as you've seen before. Let me show you the night. This is the mobile version. You can see the menu bar, home, then we have about, then products, and most commonly asked questions, contact, and newsletter. And you can see the light and dark mode available on the menu. Now header, you can change from light mode to dark mode. Then the website is also available in the tab version. This is the tab version of the website. When definitely try to implement this project by yourself. You can find the entire code. The source code is available in the description. Try to practice as many projects as you can to improve your front-end work. First, if you are very professional at HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then it will be very easy for you to implement these websites in the React JS, because React JS is one of the most widely used front-end framework. So definitely try to master HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I also try to learn the latest versions like HTML5, CSS3 and JavaScript, ECMAScript 6. This is the desktop version. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell icon. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing front-end works and designs. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this login and registration form using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So you can see the website here. You can see the glass effect around the border of the form, and when you click on the button you can see the nice color effect and the movement of the letters, and fill out the form which is in required form in the HTML section. Then sign up. You can see the transition effect, smooth transition effect from sign in to sign up form. Then you can see the button effect also as you hover onto the button, and login. Then we get back to the login form. You can see the smooth transition from sign up, we will go back to the sign up form. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. Let's go through line by line code. So right now we are in the index.html file. You can see that in the head section we have the meta tags. Then we have the title tag for writing the title, that is register and login form. Then we have linked the styles.css file with by using the link tag. You can see this is the styles file, CSS file. Then we have linked the box icons here. Then next we can come to the body section, main section of the HTML. Then here we can see we have a div with class name wrapper, and inside this div we have written the entire form data. You can see two span elements which are bg animate and bg animate to class names. These two are used for the animation effect. You have seen in the website. As we click on the button on sign up and sign in button, you can see the smooth transition effect. That is, the entire thing will rotate and the form will come. So that animation is done by using these span elements. I will show you next. So first we will go through each line by line code, then I will explain you how that animation and how we are using CSS to do that. So first we will come to the div with form box. Here we have the h2 element, class name is animation, style is given as dash dash I, which these two are used for the animation effect, transition effect. We are using these values. Remember them. These values are very important in this website building. You can see the heading is login, and for which I have given I value is 0 and j value is 21. Then for the form we have another div, that is input box animation style, and we are given I equal to 1 and j equal to 22, linear increase, that is 0 to 1 and 21 to 22. Then input type is text, which is required field. When you add the required button, then if you don't mention the value, then if you try to submit the form, it won't take, and it will show an error that this particular input value is important. So for such values you can add required. Then label is username, and I tag is bxi user, you have seen in the box icon. Then by using the I tag we integrate those box icons into the website. Then next div is input box animation, similar way, but this time we are using input type as password, and next password as label, and box icon is log alt. Then we have a button for which the type is submit and class is btn animation. Then we have I value is 3 and j value is 24, and the value is login. Then we have another div for logrec, which is link animation. I value is 4 and j value is 25, and with the paragraph tag don't have an account. Then anchor tag for sign up. So if you don't have an account, when you click on the sign up button, you will be taken to the sign up form. You can register over there. So this is the first section, that is the form box for login. Let me tell you, go through the CSS so that you can understand each element, how we are aligning them using CSS. First we import Google Fonts using this link URL, then integrate it using this URL tag in the style or CSS. These are the overall default values, that is font family is Poppins, sans serif family, font family, margin is 0, padding is 0, box sizing is border box. Then we can go to the body element, then we display is flex, justify content, all the content is aligned at the center of the website, and all the items are aligned at the center. Minimum height is 200 vh, that is minimum height, vertical height. Background color is black, you can see small gradient color. This is the hexa code. Then we have the wrapper. Let me show you the wrapper here. You can see this is entire whole div is the wrapper with class name as wrapper. So we are position is relative, the width is 750 pixel and height is 450 pixel. Background is transparent. Then we have a border of 2 pixel solid, which is in blue color, as you seen in the website. Then we have box shadow for that. Then we have an overflow hidden. So whenever you can see that the entire form is inside a box in the center of the value, and you can see the box effect around it, that is glowing effect, that is done by using box shadow. And overflow is hidden, that whatever values goes outside of that particular section, wrapper section, will be hidden. Then we have from the wrapper we will go to the form box. That is the first section. You can see the form box div class, for which we are adding position is absolute so that the values hover onto the parent element, that is div wrapper element. Top is 0, width is 50%. So 50% of the width is given to the form box. You can see the form is on the left side, and onto the towards the right side we have only small content and the animation transition. You can see height is 100%, displays flex direction is column. So if you use flex, all the values will align in row, and to align those values in the column format, then you have to use flex direction as column. Then the justify content, then all the content is justified at the center. Then we have wrapper form box login. So for the login button, we can see for the login we are using left is 0, padding is 0, 60 pixel, 0 and 40 pixel. You can see this right, left, top and bottom, these values are given by using padding. Then just 1 second, let me give you a preview so that you can be able to see them how well the effect is going on. So it will be also easy for you to know. You can see here, this is the website that we are building, and right now where we are right now, we are in the wrapper. Here you can see the padding is given for 60 pixel, 40 pixel, 0 0. You can see here that above and below we have 40 pixel of gap, and towards right hand side we have 0 pixel gap. That is 0 pixel padding is added for the login button. Next we have animation. For the animation, this effect is used for whenever we click on the button. Let me show you here. See the smooth animation effect here. Just 1 second. When you click on the sign up button, you can see the smooth animation effect, and the login button is moving backward. You can see the login button is going away. See it here, the login will go this side. That animation effect is added over here. That is transform, translate x. Opacity is 1, filter is blur. So before moving it will blurs out and goes our left side. Transition time is 0.7 seconds. Transition delay is calculated by using var dash dash j. You can see j value. That is the reason it is very important. Don't forget to mention these values. These values are very important for the animation, smooth animation effect. Then we have wrapper active form box login animation. We have for I values also, that is minus 120 degrees for both I values as well as for j values. We have taken this animation. Then we have wrapper form box register. Then for the registration button, right is 0, padding is 0 and 40, pointer width is none. Then wrapper active form box register. Let me show you the form box register. You can see now we will go to the second form. It is exact copy of the above login, except that we have email is available for this one extra section. And for form box register, we have the styles. These are the similar styles, but you can see that they are aligned towards the right side. So they are aligned towards the right side. That is the reason we have form box right equal to 0, padding is 0, 40 pixel and 60 pixel, pointer events is none. You can see here also the entire second registration form is towards the right side. That is the reason we have added right equal to 0. Then pointer events is auto. Then we have animation effect. You can see 120 degrees transition. Let me show you the transition effect. You can see the transition. So all the elements will move towards right side, blurring out, and the entire transition take place. You can see it again. So smooth transition is there. that is done by using these values. So definitely don't forget these I values. These are very important, I and J values. Then form box h2 element, we have font size as 32 pixel, color is white, text align is the center, and form box input box we have position is relative, width is 100%, height is 50 pixel, margin is 25 30 pixel. You can see here these elements, form elements. And we have input box input element, for which we have given width is 100%, background is transparent, and border is none, outline is none. That is the reason we don't have any border around the input box element. Then we have border bottom is 2 pixel solid. You can see the border bottom, only bottom white line, straight white line. Then we have font size is 16 pixel, color and font weight is given, transition is 0.5 second. So you can see we have used focus element here, focus and valid. So this color will apply when we click on that button. Let me show you. When you want to enter any data into it, when you let me show you 1 second. You can see when we click on that, you can see the value, that is placeholder value, the underline and the box icon, all three are focused, and we get blue color. That animation is done by using here, this you can see in the by using CSS focus element. Then we have input label, and for the label also we are added the focus. You can see same, top is -5 pixel. This -5 pixel will what will do means when you click to enter the data, you can see here the password will move towards upside. Username moved upside, password moved upside from its original location. This is done by using this section of code. You can see here top -5 pixel and color is changed. So whenever we try to enter data. Next we have input box I, that is the icons. You can see the lock icon, and for this also we have the font size top 50. You can see it because we are using position as absolute, it will hover on to the input box element and it will be placed at the right corner. You can see right equal to 0. That is the reason it is aligned at the right side of the top corner. Then we have pointer events is none, and transition is 0.5 second. The color change is 0.5 seconds, it will change the color. The button we have, for the button element, you can see whenever we click on the button, you can see the effect on the button also. You can see how effect it is on. It look like a glass button. You can say transparent border is 2 pixel, outline is done, border radius is 40 pixel. Then we have font size, color, font weight is 600, Z index is 1, overflow is hidden. So whatever any item is moving outside of that button, you can see when you are trying, remove this overflow and you can know that it will be in a very square box over the, it will move out of the box. But when we use overflow hidden, you will get this smooth effect that it will only include in this particular button shape. Overflow is very important, don't forget. Then button before element, this is the one, linear gradient. By using these values we will get this glassy look on the button. You can see when you can see glass look. Then before hover, top equal to 0, that is when we hover onto the button, you can see it will move like a tilted glass. This log registration button is nothing but you can see the sign up button. Then we have P and A element, for which we have aligned color, text decoration is none, font weight is 600. You can see hover effect, that is underline. So whenever you hover onto this button, let me show you. So you can see underline effect. That underline effect is done whenever we hover onto that button, sign up button or sign in button. Then we have info text, position is absolute, top is 0, width is 50%, height is 100%, display is flex direction is column, justify content is center. This all data is similar, but for the second div that we have used. So first div, this is the first div we have seen right now, and this is the second div. So this is the sign up div, and for the sign up div we have an extra div, that is email icon, email data. The entire form is same, but the only thing is that right now we are using right equal to 0, so all data will be available towards the right side of the form. So all the animation is same. So don't try to mix up the values. Everything is similar. The only thing is that in place of right we use left, in place of left we use right, so that the elements move in different directions. And because we want the sign up is towards the right side, and you can see the login is towards the left side. So that's the only change. Next we have the h2 values. This is all values are similar. Now we will go to wrapper.bg animate. I told you before also, so you can see this all the information. Then I've told you these pan elements are very important for the transition effect. So now we will use it bg animate, and the position is absolute, top is -4 pixel, right equal to 0, this width is 850 pixel, height equal to 600 pixel, background is linear gradient, then border transition is rotate 10 degrees, q 40 degrees, transition origin bottom right. You can see this is for here. So when we click on this entire colored one, blue color gradient color, you see is entirely done using it, the animate bg animate div. So when you click on the sign up button, you can see the entire body of it. You can see that entire value, it will move and it will come into this animation effect, giving a very smooth animation effect. This entire one is this bg div, and for that transition is 1.5 second is, and the transition delay is 1.6 seconds. So we want, whenever we click on this, it will rotate, and we want it to display the sign up form. Then we have the wrapper bg animate 2. The position is absolute, top is 100%, left is 250. This one is for the second time, that is whenever you want to move from you can say sign up form to sign in. Let me show you here. So when you click on the login button, you can see it will come back. This process of animation is done here. Transform origin is bottom left, then we have transition is 1.5 second, is transition delay 0.5 second. So it will rotate and it will display the data. Then then the only thing is that whenever we click on those button, the transition effect should take place. So we'll use this small JavaScript code for that. First we create constant, that is wrapper, register link and login ring, and wrapper is the entire section. We have the class as wrapper. You can see this wrapper is referred over here. Then we use this register link. You can see this register link here in the sign up button, and you can also see the login link in the login button. So we have both of them. So we refer both of them here by creating constants login link and register link. Then whenever we click on the register link button, then we add class active button to it. So when we add the active element to it, then automatically we will move back to the next section. You can see whenever we click on the sign up, you can see whenever we click on the sign up button, we'll move. Then the wrapper class will be getting an active class list will be added to it, and you can see this smooth transition effect. And whenever we click on the login button, then active link will be removed in the next section. That is whenever we click here, whenever we click on the login button, then active list is removed for the wrapper element. So what is this active is means this active, you can see here, you can see wrapper dot active. So when these all active link is added to the section, then only the transition effect will take place for this form element. So this entire code then only works. This is the small JavaScript code. It is very easy, and the entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Please let me know any suggestions in the comment section. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this login and registration form using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So you can see the website here. You can see the glass effect around the border of the form, and when you click on the button you can see the nice color effect and the movement of the letters, and fill out the form which is in required form in the HTML section. Then sign up. You can see the transition effect, smooth transition effect from sign in to sign up form. Then you can see the button effect also as you hover onto the button, and login. Then we get back to the login form. You can see the smooth transition from sign up. We will go back to the sign up form. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this Glassmorphism Food website. You can see by using the JavaScript library we have done this animation as shown here, and we have in the navbar we have taste as well as add to cart button. Then we have the main text delicious food for home, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can see the JavaScript library which is used for this smooth animation. You can see how the text is aligned, how the image is pouring on. If the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone. Now let's go through line by line code. Right now we are in the index.html file, and in the head section we have the meta tags for SEO purposes, and we have the title, that is Glass Food website. Then we have the link tag to link our styles.css file with our index.html file. You can see the style.css file. Then we have linked box icons. You can see the icon here also in the image. This is the website that we are going to build. You can see this icon at the edge. This icon is external icon which we are linking using this box icon external link. Then we can call that icon into our website by using the I tag. You can see here I glass bxs cart alt. So this by using the I tag we can import the box icons into the HTML website. So then we are in the body tag. This is the main section. The section ID is given as main. Then we have a div element as main box. Then we have a nav element where we are using unordered list. UL means unordered list, and list item and anchor tag to have the logo, that is taste. You can see in the website, you can see at the left corner, that is taste as a text. Next we have a list item with the box icon using I tag, that is cart icon. You can see the add to cart icon at the right side. So now we're gonna see how by using CSS how we arrange the icons in such a way. You can see first we import the Google API, that is font family Poppins, by using this URL link. We have copied it from Google Fonts. You can search in Google. Then we have the default values, that is margin 0. Shorten property to set values for the thickness of a margin area. So next padding, then we have the padding as 0. Then list style is none. Text decoration is none. The list style is for the list elements, that is UI, unordered list and list items. They have default values. Default values like the list items always have dot or underline or color changes will be there. So those values are removed by using list style is none. And text decoration none is for anchor tags. Whenever you use an anchor tag, you can see that the anchor tag is an underline, and as well as it is in blue color. So to remove those default values, we use text decoration as none. Then we are using font family is Poppins from sans serif font family. So body we are using overflow x equal to hidden. So in the x direction, if there is any too much data, like you can see here, I can move from a little bit like this This is considered as an error in the website because we don't want the website to be scrollable in the x direction. We want it to be scrollable in the y direction, like I am doing right now. So that to remove that, we are using overflow x equal to hidden. So it will remove the x side scrolling. Then we have the main is nothing but the main section. You can see section we have given id as main. So for that we are giving the styles as width is equal to 100%, minimum height is 100 vh. The 100 vh is the height. You can see height of the website. This blue color section, you can see a dark glass morphism section. This section is nothing but the height is 100 vh. Then background color we are added orange color. This is hexa code for orange. You can also choose color from like this also. You can change color if you want. Then displays flex, align items center, justify content center, overflow hidden. Overflow hidden means if any unnecessary data is coming out of that particular section. If the data is coming out of this section, then those values are hidden. Then we have main box. You can see the main box. This is the main box. The entire div in which we have written all the data is nothing but the main box. That is the box. You can see this yellow color box, light yellow color Glassmorphism type box is the main box, and for that we are adding width equal to 80%. 80% is the total. From the total width of the entire section, we are only taking 80% of the width. Then we have background color is white and minimum height is 80 vh, and background we are adding linear gradient, that is to right bottom we are adding the gradient color. You can see here at the edges. You can see first, if you see, this is the entire rectangle box is the main box section, and towards the right and left edges you can see these edges are little white in color, and that white color is in the format of linear gradient. That is, it won't be in a fixed size or fixed. It will be in a what you say. You can see here it will spread across, like it won't be like the dark color you can see in the top way. It will be spreading across, slowly degrading itself. Then we have border radius as 1 rem. The border radius is the thickness. You can see here we don't have any sharp edges. These sharp edges can be reduced using border radius, and if you give border radius as 50%, then this entire will get in a circular shape. You can see these circulars are also formed like that only at the edges. I will show you. Next we have backdrop filter blur. You can see the blur effect, that is it will be in a plain transparent way. Next the index. Next we have the circles. So now let's go to the next section. We have completed the main box section. Then we have done with the nav elements. Then we have circles. The circles you can see, let me show you where I've written. Yes, here I will tell you the circles later. First let me continue in the same flow so that you don't get confused. So next div we have is the main content div. So main content, in the main content div we have the main text div where we have the h1 element, that is the heading element, delicious food, h2 element for healthy life, and paragraph element to write the small detail, that is savor the flavor, indulge in the experience, discover new flavors. And br is nothing but the break tag, so it will break the line, and it will then whatever data is written next will be written in the next line of the data. You can see here. So first we can see savor the flavor, indulge in experience, discover the flavors. Then after then it will break and it will come to the next line. Even though there is space, because we are using break tag, it will come to the next slide, next section. And then we have anchor tags for button 1 and button 2. Each button has view menu as well as a bouquet table, both. So then we have another div for main image. That image is food plate image. You can see is the food plate image. So let's go through CSS circles. I will tell you circles later. So first we have the main box nav button. We are using padding as 50 pixel. You can see the padding. The padding is, this is the padding, 50 pixel above, 50 pixel below, 50 pixel, and here towards the end also 50 pixel. So all around it we will be having padding equal to 50%. So it will move away from the border, inside towards inside. Then we have main box nav UL elements. We want to place UL elements in display flex space between. So because of that only we are having the UL elements. We only had two li list values, that is one is logo that is staged and another is cart icon. So by using flex we arranged both values in row format and we added justify content space between. So in between the space is added in between them so that they can be moved towards each end. Next we have logo. For logo we added color, font size equal to 1.1 rem, font weight equal to 800. You can see the reason to add font weight is that you can see here also, you can see delicious food is in bold color and for healthy life is in light color. So by using font weight you can increase the what do you say, boldness of the text that you want to increase. So above 600 you can see this boldness, below 600 values it will be thinner values, for just like for healthy life. Next we have bx. That bx is that bx is the this icon, cart icon. Bx is the class name for it. So we have font size is 1.6 rem, color is white. Padding we are adding 6 pixel, 6 pixel. That means top and bottom 6 pixel, top and bottom 6 pixel, and left and right 6 pixel. Next we have border radius is 0.5 rem. You can see the border. You can see 6 pixel is very small. The icon is the card symbol only. So the background that we are adding, the black color background, for which we are adding a padding of 6 pixel to each end so that it looks like a box icon. Then we are adding border radius so that it has curvature just like the main box section. Then background color is black. So you can see background color is black, and cursor pointer. So cursor pointer, you know, when you can see here. So whenever I hovering onto the color, you can see the cursor symbol. This is cursor pointer. So whenever you hover onto that card button, you can see this cursor pointer symbol. Next we have the main content. Main content, display flex, align item center, justify content, space around. So here what we are doing. So we have in the main content, you can see in the main content we have main text, main image. So these two div elements are there. So we are using flex so that we can align the items at the center and justify content as space around. So we are moving these two elements, the space is added around them, not like the nav element we added space between them, but for this we are adding space around them. That is the reason we have space around them, and we aligned both elements at the center of the div. Next we have main text, for with max width equal to 500 pixel, height equal to 400 pixel. I will show you the max width. Max width is nothing but from this end, you can see the red end, to this point of time we have like 500 pixel is the gap, is the entire width of the text, main text element. Next we have padding right equal to 40 pixel. The padding right is nothing but this gap, you can see that gap is the padding right value. We have added 40 pixel gap. Next overflow is hidden. Next we have main text. We are for h1 element we are adding font size is 2.5. For h2 element font size is 2 and font weight is 200. So because we added font weight equal to 200, you can see the h2 element, that is for healthy life, it is little bit less darker and less weight than the delicious food h1 element. So font weight is used for weight of a text. Paragraph element we have font size, then we have added font weight, margin, that is 18 pixel, 0 and 42 pixel. I'll show you. So you can see 18 pixel is above and top, for 48 pixel is this side pixel. You can see towards your left side, that is 48 pixel. Above top and bottom we have 18 pixel, and towards the right side we have 0 pixel. So those values are mentioned here. Next button 1 and button 2, we are adding padding equal to 10 pixel and 20 pixel. You can see the padding, the view button, then we have padding of 10 pixel top and bottom, and 20 pixel left and right. The same goes for both buttons. Then we have color equal to white and font weight equal to 300. Border radius is 2 rem, so we added border radius is 2 rem. You can see this is circle, semicircle edges for both the buttons. Then we have cursor pointer. Next, for button 2, we are adding the color equal to black. So you can see here the bouquet table is in black color and view menu is in white color. The text is in white color. Next, we have background color as white color, hash FFF means white color. Then margin left is 1 rem. So margin left, towards the left side of the bouquet table, we are having the space. That space is nothing but we have added by using margin left equal to 1 rem. Then we have button 2 hover effect. So whenever we hover onto the button 2, we can see the color change, that is background color will change. So you can see bouquet table is in black color and background color is in white color. So whenever we hover onto that button, the background color will change into the red color like the view menu icon, and the bouquet table black color will change into white color like view menu. That is the hovering effect. We use hover effect. And main content after. Then we have the main content after. So here we have width equal to 5 pixel, height equal to 20%, background equal to, background color we have added as orange, position is absolute, left is 2.4 rem and top is 10 rem. This entire content you can see, top is 10 rem means from top we have given a space of 10 rem for the main content. Then from left to 2.4 rem, so we have like 2.4 rem of gap from left side. Next we have the main image. For main image we have added width, height, padding right and padding bottom. Next we have main image, and for image tag, this main image is the container. You can see here main image is the div element. This is the container that holds the image element. For that we have added the fixed width and height values. Then for the image we have mentioned width equal to 100% so that it can cover the entire container, and object width is contained and object position is centered. So the image placed at the exact center of the box. Then let me tell you the circles that the circles is, this is the circles. So let me show you first. Here in the HTML section you can see there are two div elements, circle 1 and circle 2 with class names. So the div elements are nothing but to create this circular the circles around the edges. You can see here the circles, we are using two empty div elements with class names circle 1 and circle 2, and for them we are adding the data by using CSS. You can see background color is white, height is 15 rem, width is 15 rem, and we are adding border radius as 50. So if you don't add border radius as 50, you can see it will be in a square box because all sides are equal, that is height is equal to width. So we'll be having 15 pixel of square box. So because we are adding border radius 50%, so we will get the entire circular in a circular shape, box in the circular shape. Then we have position is absolute. So that the reason because the position is absolute, it is hovering onto the main section. You can see both of them are hovering onto the main section of the table. Next we have position absolute. Then background is linear gradient, similar way to the edges. Just like the edges, we have added the background gradient. You can see how smoothly they are gradiated. Then we have z index equal to 2. Next we have for circle 1, we are having top equal to 4% and right equal to 2%. So the circle 1 is at top side, that is at 4%, and right side 2%. So from right it is 2% towards the table. So because we are using position as absolute, you can place that particular element whichever place you want by using top, right, left and bottom values. And for circle 2 we are using bottom 4% and left 2%. So you can see from bottom it is 4% above, and from right, from left it is 2%. So from left side it is 2%. So you can see that is how you place any element. If you want to place any element on another element and you want to position those values on that particular section or particular element, then definitely try to use position, then use position as absolute and use top, left, right and bottom values so that you can move those elements. Then we have integrated the script for that is Cloudflare. You can see this Gasp JavaScript library we have linked it to our index.html. This Gasp will help, it is for animation. This is a JavaScript library, and we have also linked our JavaScript file, that is script.js. This is the script.js. So by using the Gasp we can be able to do smooth animations to any website. Here first we are creating a variable, that is t1 with the gasp.timeline, and t1 from main.text. Main.text is from index.js. You can see here we have the main.text div element with class name as main.text. So we are referring that over here, and we are saying x direction minus 50. So this indicates that this entire value, that is delicious food for healthy life, and this entire text area will move from left side to right side into the website in a smooth animation, that is x direction minus 50. That is the reason it has x direction minus 50, opacity is 0, then duration is 1 second. Then we are also calling t1 from nav. So we are also calling the nav element. You can see here we have the nav tag. So this nav is also called, and the nav is called from y equal to minus 50. That means the nav element, that is taste and add to cart button, will come from top towards bottom in a smooth animation way, with a duration of 1 second. Then we have t1 from main image. So the main image section is also called, you can see the main image div element, that image is called from x equal to 100. So here we are going outside, that is reason minus 150. So here we are calling inside the x, so it is at plus 150 plus 100. So the image will move from right side to inside the section with a duration of 1 second. So this is how this is very small code. By using the Gasp, we can see there are a lot of libraries. If you go to Gasp, you won't even know how many lines of JavaScript code is written over there. But by using this simpler code, this simpler format, we can use that animation into our website. The entire source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this Glassmorphism Food website. You can see by using the Gasp JavaScript library, we have done this animation as shown here. And we have in the nav bar we have taste as well as add to cart button. Then we have the main text delicious food for home, and you can see the hover effect on the button. And you can see the Gasp JavaScript library which is used for this smooth animation. You can see how the text is aligned, how the image is pouring on. If the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this car rental website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and we have also implemented Gasp which is a JavaScript library for this smooth animation. You can see the nav bar, home, right, services, about, reviews, sign up and sign in long buttons. And we have also integrated the you can download the app from Google Store as well as App Store, and to wherever the place that you want to pick the vehicle, you can mention your place here. And then I have used for pickup date as well as for return date. I have used the type function that is available for the input field for the form, that is date and time. There are a lot of input types are there for the form elements, like email, date and time, uh, number, and text. So definitely try to use the form elements, which gives very useful for us, so that you don't have to mention all the date and write by yourself. You just select from here, like I'm selecting 19th of uh, February, and you can mention like 5th of February that I want to take the vehicle. Then you can choose the return date and submit your appeal. And this animation is done using Gasp JavaScript library. uh, it is very easy to use, integrate, and this entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And then thank you. Now let's dive into the entire code section. I'm gonna explain you the entire code for this website. So here we are in the head section. Here we are using meta tags. Then we are using link to link the style sheet, that is the CSS file with our index.html file, and title car rental techno white fang. This title will only be available on the heading of the Chrome website. Let me show you. It is not available here. Okay, fine. Next we are in the body section. In the body section we are using header tag. In the header we are integrating image, that is logo png. You can see the logo. This is the logo png. Then we are having the nav, then unordered list. UL means unordered list items, and anchor tag to have nav elements: home, ride, services, about, and review. Then we are using another div element for sign in and sign up buttons, for both sign in and sign up buttons, using the button tag. This is a class element. Next we have the section home. For this section we are using a div, that is home content. The entire content of the home page is in this one container, that is home content, which is a class. Next we have another div, that is home text div. In this div, first we have h1 tag. The h1 tags are the heading tags, like from h1 to h6. As the number increases, the size reduces, that is h1 is the largest one, h6 is the smallest heading tag. Then we have span. Span is to elevate any specific word. We use span, and we provide coloring to that particular one. Like here we are using span for car, right? So let me show you. Here you can see the car color is, the word car color is in orange, remaining words are in the black color. So whenever you want to highlight any specific word, try to use span. And BR means break tag, so it is used to break the line. I will show you here. Today, after that today, the line is broken, and the next sentence came next in the next line. So BR is a break line tag. Next we have paragraph tag. Whenever you want to have more information that you want to provide, then you can use paragraph tag. Then we have another div, that is download div, with the two images, Google and iOS PNG. These are the images for downloading the app. This is from Google Play Store, and this is the iOS, that is Apple Store PNGs. Then we have another div, that is input box div. This input box, you can see first we are adding the label, which is the location, and we are having the input. And you can see here I am mentioning the type as search, which is an attribute for the input. Then we are using the placeholder for such places. So here you can see label. I will show you here. Label, location, you can see here location. Then inside you see search places. You can see the search places, which is the placeholder value. The placeholder value will be the inside that input value. So what that input value needs. So by seeing it is telling you to search for places. Next we have pickup time. Here we are label, that is pickup date, and we are using input type date. You can see date is a type. So because of that, we will be able to directly click on this icon, and we will get the entire calendar, and you can choose the date at which you will pick up the vehicle. And similarly, we have return date with the input type date. Okay. Next, we have another div, that is submit div. We are using button tag. Next, the section ends here. Next, we are integrating script. As I told you, Gasp is an JavaScript library which is used for smooth animation, and we are linking that link with our index.html file. Then we are also linking our script.js, which is our JavaScript file, with our index file. This is JavaScript file. We are linking it with our index.html page. Next, let's go to the CSS file. Star means this indicates that everything gets all the items that are available will get this as a default value, that is margin is 0, padding is 0, and font family is sans serif, which is one of the most widely used font family. Then HTML body section, we are having margin is 0, padding is 0, width is 100%, height is 100%, overflow is 0. Overflow means whenever we see that the content is moving out of it, or you can say that it is you made one div element and you want that element to be inside that div element only, but sometimes it goes out of it because of it, maybe it's because of its length or because of its dimensions. So whenever you indicate overflow as hidden, anything which is overflown, it will be removed. That means it will fix its original size based on the size of your PC. Next, we have section. The section width we are mentioning is 100%, height is 100%. For the home section, we are using background. URL is used to you can integrate the images from the CSS by using this method, that is background URL car home PNG, or you can also use background image. There is also such function, and the car home PNG is here. This is the head home PNG we are using. Then background repeat, no repeat means sometimes the size of the PNG is not it is not taking the entire space of the PC. So then it will repeat itself. That is, one PNG will be showing it 4 times in the same desktop. So to not to let that happen, we are using background repeat as no repeat, so that only one image is displayed. That is only this only single image is displayed in the entire field, the entire desktop size. Background size is cover, so it covers the entire screen, entire screen. Next, we have width is equal to 1400 pixel. It is the standard width that I have used for this PC, that is the desktop. Height is 100%, position is absolute, top equal to 0. Position absolute means it will be displayed above the body. Next, we have list item. The list style is decoration, that is normally default decoration will be given to all the elements for list. For anchor tags, you can see most of the time it will be in blue color, and it will be having the underline will be there. So which will be removed. For removing any decorations that are available for list item, we use list style as none, and for anchor tags we use text decoration none. So we are using color for anchor tags as black, and for default it will be in blue color. Then we are using button and dot sign. Width is 70 pixel, height is 28 pixel, border radius is 0.3. The border radius, if you see this, there is this square box is there which has very sharp edges. So if you use border radius as 0.3, the sharp edges will get small curvature at the borders, at each borders. So that is what considered as border radius. So you can change by giving this border radius value. Then we have font size. Let me show you in the image also. You can see here in the sign up button, the small curvature at all the ends you can see at the top. So this curvature is done using border radius attribute. Then we have font size. Font weight is the boldness of the text element. you can see if the font weight, this is font weight 100 normal, and font weight is 600, 500, you can see this much boldness in the letters. Next, cursor pointer, you can see here right now it is showing my cursor is in the arrow, and if I move it towards this style sheet, you can see the cursor is turned into pointer, that is hand symbol. So that is similar to this cursor pointer. Span, I've told you we can add any specific you want to highlight, you can use span. Then input, color, border, radius, border, padding left, background color. You can also add background color using RGBA. You can also add using hash. You can also add hash. You can directly mention like this also. Orange red I've mentioned like this also. You can use RGBA. You can use hashtag FFF, which is a hexa code for white color. Next we have label, font size, font weight, padding bottom. Then header. You can see display flex, align item center, justify content, space between. Justify content, space between. You can see in this home section we have two sections. One is the data section, and we want these both to be. You can see that there is an image in the heading section. Then we have a nav bar. Then we have signing and sign up button. So we want to have equal space between them. So we are mentioning justify content space between, so they get equal space in between them. Flex is used to make them align it one straight line. Flex has another one is the flex direction. If you want them in column wise, you can select flex direction column. If you want them in row, you can specify flex direction row. You can also have row reverse and column reverse also. Top 10 pixel, it is the distance from the top 10 pixel below. You want to give some space. I'll show you this top gap. You can see this is the top 10 pixel, that 10 pixel of space. Z index is used to if there are multiple contents are available, then we can mention the Z index to let you know which has the highest preference the between the two contents. Next we have header image, width, height and margin left. And then we have also UI element, display, align item center, space evenly. Then gap is used to gap is an attribute used to specify the space between the elements. You can see home right, the gap is 50 pixel. So by using this gap attribute, we will mention the space between them. Next, hover effect, whenever we hover, the color changes, and the border bottom also 2 pixel solid, which is the orange red color will be also available. So whenever you hover onto it, you will get an underline between underline below home right sections whenever you hover on it, and it will be in the orange color. And then we have sign, all of this header, sign up, sign in. Then we have this flex start, flex justify content using flex start, flex end means you can see that whenever we are using flex elements, we can also here you can see I've mentioned flex direction column. Let me show you this. In the header section, it is flex direction row, everything is in one row. And this rent and rent Google Play app store, this form, these are in column state, that is one after the another. So you can mention you can justify them using this flex direction as column. This is an attribute. Cursor pointer and input box, justify content. We have box shadow. Let me show you the box shadow. This orange color you are seeing, this is the one considered as box shadow, the shadow of a particular image. You can mostly we use it for images. I've used for some form elements, or you can use also box shadow. Then we have submit button. That's all. Next we will go to the script, that is JavaScript. You can see I am creating a variable t1 with Gasp, which is a JavaScript library for animation. Dot timeline is a function from that Gasp animation, Gasp JavaScript library. So here what I'm doing, t1 dot from home text. Home text is an, let me show you, is a class. Here you can see home text. home text is a class, so I am referring that class over here, that y equal to 150, opacity 0, duration 1 millisecond. That is from y direction. I want this is the y, this is the y direction, this is the x direction. So what happening is that whenever you refresh the page or you start the website, that home text content is whatever the content is there in the home text, that is the h1 tag, p tag, the download buttons, the input box, then we have the return date. These all uh, will from y direction, that is from y direction they will come below. You can see that smooth animation of elements from top to bottom, you can see. Then for T1 from download is here, you can see download is the, here you can see another div where we have the download uh, class. So these elements will display from y is equal to 30. Then we have input box, you can see the form element, so these will come from y30. So that means one after the other elements, you can see as I shown before also, the elements will move one after the other. First, let me show you. First, the rent a car today, explore today, experience the freedom of the one. This will come from below, bottom to up, smoothly animating towards upside. Then after, slowly the Google Play as well as Play Store will move from bottom to upside. Then we get the form element from bottom to upside. It is smooth animation that I'm using by using the gas and by referring the elements using class and directly referring them using UI and LI elements. We are moving them. This last one is the header. You can see the header, the nav bar. You can see home, right, services, about, and reviews. This section we are giving an animation that is y equal to -50. That is from top to bottom. The animation will take place and it will move one after the other. That means first home, then slowly the right, services, about, and review. In such a way, the animation will take place. It is very easy to implement using Gasp. Very small code. That's all. This is the entire website. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, definitely do follow and please visit the channel for more amazing content. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this car rental website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and we have also implemented Gasp, which is a JavaScript library for this smooth animation. You can see the navbar, home, right, services, about, reviews, sign up and sign in long buttons, and we have also integrated the you can download the app from Google Store as well as App Store, and to wherever the place that you want to pick the vehicle, you can mention your place here. And then I have used the for pickup date as well as for return date, I have used the type function that is available for the input field for the form, that is date and time. There are a lot of input types are there for the form elements, like email, date and time, number, and text. So definitely try to use the form elements, which gives very useful for us, so that you don't have to mention all the date and write by yourself. You just select from here, like I'm selecting 19th of February, and you can mention like 5th of February that I want to take the vehicle. Then you can choose the return date and submit your appeal. And this animation is done using Gasp JavaScript library. It is very easy to use, integrate, and this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. And then thank you.